Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. So now guys, in a moment I'm going to be playing you a video clip that just highlights how cynical and exploitative this particular political cycle, this particular campaigning cycle is turning out to be. And the cynical exploitation I'm going to be showing you is coming out of the Labour Party. So a lot of you, of course, if not all of you, will know that Nigeria is going through a flood phase at the moment, with flooding sweeping the whole country, destroying lives and property, all of that very tragic, etc. So you will recall as well that the flag bearer of the Labour Party, Peter B, he had called a press conference and made great play that he was going to suspend his campaign as a national moment to acknowledge the tragedy, and he was inviting the rest of the field to suspend their campaign as well. So a lot of that, and a lot of people very much applauded that. So he stole the march to be the humanitarian person, the person with a human feel, in touch with the common man, etc. So that was his promise, that he was going to suspend his campaign and pay attention to the flooding, because that is more important than politics. So have that at the backdrop of your mind as I play you this video clip. And I want you to pay particular attention to the clothing that is being worn by Peter B in this clip. So pay particular attention to the clothing worn by Peter B in this clip. Wow, watch this.
I don't know where to start. I wouldn't have imagined what is there. But please, on behalf of the vulnerable children that are here, and maybe in other camps, I'll try to do whatever I can do quickly to support,
All right, I beg your pardon. That's the follow-on clip from the clip that I was intending to play you, but I'm uploading the clip now. Okay, so watch this, watch this. So again, pay particular attention to the clothing being worn. So again, the build up to this, the country completely submerged in flood, destroying lives and property. Peter will be calling a press conference to ask that the rest of the field join him, that he will be suspending his campaign, and the rest of the field join him by suspending their campaign as well, to mark the flooding as a national moment. He went to the Benue State governor to seek his permission to visit flood victims, and he said he was going to be doing that in at least 2 or 3 states before he resumes his campaigning. So that's the backdrop to that. So now this is his first instance now, claiming to be visiting the victims of the flooding, haven't suspended his campaigning. But I want you to pay particular attention to the clothing that he's wearing. Pay a special eagle eye attention to his clothes. Watch this.
Our president is coming out for it. Mr. President of the people. He's our president. By the grace of Almighty God. He's here with us. He's the president of the people. He's here, he's arrived. He'll be here.
So there it was right there. You could see quite clearly, there's no mistaking, his party logo, his campaign poster printed on the back of his apparel as he pretends to be sympathizing and empathizing with the flood victims. It was there. If you just scroll back again to the tail end of that clip, you will see it. It wasn't hidden. It wasn't grainy. It wasn't something that you just got a glimpse of. It was quite frontal, and you could see it. So he claimed to have suspended his campaigning for the purposes of empathizing with the flood victims. But there he is right there. So he wearing that outfit. What does that constitute? You just tell me, detach sentimentality and tell me what your reading is of him wearing that clothing. So what does that signify? What is the campaign poster on the back of his apparel? What is that campaign poster inviting the audience to think or do? So what does a campaign poster invite you to think or do? And what purpose does a campaign poster serve? What is the purpose? What is the function of a campaign poster? A campaign poster is an invitation to have a look at the person of this on that poster and adopt them as your candidate for whatever election or elective offices they are seeking. That is the function of a campaign poster. Now, Peter Obi, he had suspended his campaigning so that he can empathize with the victims of the flooding. So that there he is right there, right in the heartland of the flooding, with all of the victims surrounding him, and he was campaigning, I would say, quite aggressively. Because when you adorn yourself with party apparels, with posters all over your clothing, that's aggressive campaigning. So not only has he not suspended his campaign, as he assured that he would, to much fanfare and mass media press conference, at the first step out of that press conference space, he was aggressively campaigning over the carcass of the deceased in the flooding. So I'm going to play that clip again, but where you are paying attention to is to the latter end. So after about 1 minute or so, you start to see it. It is quite visible. When Obi comes into focus, you start to see it because it's adorned all over his clothing, his campaign poster. So the hypocrisy is what I'm inviting, or if you think otherwise, watch it again. Watch it again.
Our president is coming out from it. He's the president of the people. He's our president. By the grace of Almighty God. He's here with us. He's the president of the people. He's here, you're right.
So there was right there, cynical, exploitative, and ruthless. So there it is. So that's the campaign phase now. The man of the people, only really to take advantage and exploit the people. Cynical, exploitative, and ruthless. So that's my thought. What's yours? Share them with me in the comment section, and peace.